You're watching WIMS 5 News with Ray Cole, Ike Moore, Chris Blackman, Rondell Jones, Kim Howe, Mike Liu, and Jawan Simmons.
Good morning, Chicago, and welcome to WIMS 5 News. I'm Mike Moore. Ray Cole has the day off. We start with our top story. Republican nominee Donald Trump has been elected the 45th president of the United States, beating now Democratic candidate Hillary Clinton. Many citizens are speaking about the impact of voter turnout. We go to Chris Blackman with the story.
Us. It's about us.
This year's presidential election has caused revolutionary-like responses. Riots and protests marked this as one of the most unsettling years in American history, and it's only been a few days since the last votes were tallied.
I believe it's put a big divide between us, and it caused a lot of disagreements on different issues, and it even caused a lot of racial tension.
Many blame President-elect Donald Trump's successful nomination on low voter turnout and others voting for third-party candidates instead of Senator Hillary Clinton. We spoke with some voters and young adults just outside Jones College Prep, where a voting station was set up, to get their thoughts on the importance of voting.
I think voting is important because as a democracy, it's important to get everyone's opinion on, who they think should run our country.
Because it's your way of your voice being heard, and if you don't vote, your voice isn't heard.
One of the biggest dilemmas during the voting period is that people believe that local politics get pushed to the side for the national race. We asked those we stopped what their opinion was on local politics.
I've talked to some people today, and they didn't know who some of our aldermen were, or some people who were voting for things like comptroller. They don't know who these people are, and they don't know what their stances are on in certain topics.
News coverage should be done according to the cultural sections of the city. For instance, the Pilsen is Mexican, Hispanic, Latino. South Side, mostly black people, maybe Africans or African Americans. I mean, just, get down, roll your sleeves up and see what the people are really concerned about.
This is Christopher Blackman with WIMS News.
There was a nationwide pipeline protest recently, and our very own Sean Jarrett has more on the story.
Chicagoans joined in a nationwide protest Tuesday at the Daily Plaza in support of the Dakota Access Pipeline, which runs through 4 states, including Illinois. Demonstrators stand in solidarity with members of the Standing Rock Sioux tribe in North Dakota. It is believed that President-elect Donald Trump will support the construction because he invested in the company that helped building the pipeline.
Four people were killed at Australia's largest theme park Tuesday when a ride malfunctioned. The accident happened at Queensland, Australia's Dream World on the Thunder River Rapids ride. For more on this, we go to Michael Liu.
Dream World, located in the Gold Coast and is about 45 minutes from Brisbane, is the largest theme park in Australia. It boasts more than 50 rides and attracts more than 1.8 million visitors each year. On Tuesday, 4 of those park's visitors were killed after a raft malfunctioned and caused it to throw 2 people from the raft and trap others underneath it. 2 men ages 35 and 32 and 2 women ages 42 and 38 were pronounced dead by police following the incident on the Thunder River Rapids ride. The ride, as being shown on the video, is billed as a family ride, where it reported to the police that a number of people had been injured by a conveyor belt. The victims had sustained injuries that were not survivable, adding that a number of staff from the ambulance service had been deeply affected by the terrible incident. The park is currently closed, and Dreamworld is working closely with police and emergency services to establish the facts surrounding the incident. Craig Davison, the park's CEO, said the park and its staff are deeply shocked and saddened by this, and their hearts and thoughts go to the families involved and to their loved ones.
Coming up, Juwan Simmons will have a weather update, and we'll bring you a special health report you do not want to miss. We'll be right back.
Hey, you guys hungry?
Hey, man, you know a good spot?
Follow me.
We here at Doritos, we handle things in a peaceful and easygoing manner.
Hey, man, didn't I tell you to stay away from our woman? We gonna have problems.
Don't hate the player, hate the game, man.
Hey, you just messing around, ain't gonna hurt. Bruh.
Here at Doritos, we treat all of our employees with the same respect as we would show our family.
He hit me one more time, man. Wu-Tang. Professional? Absolutely. We here at Doritos, we can communicate in very understandable ways.
Hey, yo, you got that for me, fam? Alright, cool, great. Hey, you going to the spot later on tonight? Yeah, you know it. Let's turn up. Hello, Christopher Blackman speaking. How may I help you?
We run this place in a relevant and timely manner.
I was driving to work.
All right, welcome back. I'm standing here with Juwan Simmons. Juwan, what an interesting fall we've been having.
Yeah, very, very interesting and also inconsistent. Actually, some areas of Chicago had slight snow showers, but this is very important to know the weather coming up for these holiday seasons. This fall hasn't been consistent thus far, as we have experienced unseasonably high temperatures. So close to the holiday season, but it all ends today with a high of 58 degrees and a low of 38, with tonight being a low of 44. Tomorrow will be cool with 55 degrees and a clear skies with a 20% chance of rain. Taking a look at the rest of the week, we have a 70% chance of thunderstorms on Thursday and Friday. Saturday will be cool and we'll be experiencing our first flurries of the season, and we will have clear skies going into the next week. Back to you, Ike.
Thank you, Juwan, for that update. Here in health, did you know that violence and vitamins go together? Interesting. What causes violent behavior in teens is considered deficiencies in vitamins and minerals. Lately, there has been an increasing violence due to change in the American food system and loss of nutrients for children and growing teens. Deficiencies of vitamins and minerals may contribute to aggression and violent behavior, which is caused by a lack of vitamins A, D, K, B1, B3, B6, B12, and can affect the brain's health. Hypoglycemia, also called low blood glucose or low blood sugar, may explain some antisocial behavior. Hypoglycemia can cause the brain to secrete the neurotoxin glutamate, leading agitation, depression, anger, panic attacks, and even violent behavior. Recent studies show there are new ways to control diabetes besides taking insulin and pills. Some helpful tips include eating on a regular schedule, avoiding huge meals that may raise your blood sugar, balancing all your protein intake in several meals rather than one. Skip sugary bedtime snacks and schedule an appointment with a dietitian. Coming up, I talked to WGCI's Frankie Robinson about the late great Herb Kent, and we have the latest on sports. Stay with us.
When all of a sudden, a man comes out of nowhere in the middle of the street, staring down at his phone. To avoid him, I had to quickly swerve left, and that's where I lost control and crashed into a light pole. I woke up in the hospital where I spent 2 miserable weeks. My attorney informed me that I was a victim to a Pokemon Go player. He said he was Pokemon Going and he didn't stop.
Hi, I'm attorney E.B. Trippin, and over the past few months we have seen Pokemon Go related injuries all over the country. People like Michael are losing limbs while others are gaining Pikachus. Doesn't that sound tragic to y'all? If y'all or someone you know has had these gruesome injuries done to them, give me a call at 334-555-TRIP. I'll make sure you get the money that's owed to you. That is, if it hasn't all been spent on Pokecoins. That's 334-555-TRIP. Trippin' LLC. Criminals. Today's entertainment buzz, I got an exclusive interview with WGCI's Frankie Robinson. But first, the Cubs aren't the only thing from Chicago being honored. Evanston native Bill Murray received the Mark Twain Award for American Humor recently in Washington, D.C. All of the stars came out to support, including Jimmy Kimmel, Miley Cyrus, and a retired and fully bearded David Letterman. When Murray came on stage, he mentioned how important a key element was to allow him to accept the award.
Much as I dreaded this, I really had to come back to this idea that there's love. There's love. That's what we came with, what we go with.
Past honorees include Richard Pryor, Ellen DeGeneres, and Will Ferrell. Major baby alert for DJ Khaled. The record producer / mogul welcomed his first son with fiancée Nicole Turk recently. He captured most of the birth via his Snapchat account. He even had his album Major Key playing in the background. He captioned an Instagram photo, all praise to the Most High. Recently, me and Windy City Underground's own Slick Mick had the honor of interviewing radio icon Frankie Robinson. She currently hosts the Midday Party on WGCI, and during our conversation, we had a chance to talk to her about the late, great Herb Kent.
Herb Kent was awesome. I think longevity, you know, I heard somebody recently say something. Somebody said he shouldn't have been on the radio that long. He should have moved out the way for younger people to come along. But he was there for younger people, in my opinion, to let you see that this can be done. It can be done. You don't have to just be on the air for 5 years and gone. And if you make a name for yourself and you create a brand for yourself, you'll be around for a long time.
To hear the interview in its entirety, go online to WindyCityUnderground.com. Back to you, Ray. All right, now it's time for sports. The city is still on a high after the Cubs' historic World Series win, and we were at the press conference after Game 7 to talk to Anthony Rizzo. Here is Chris Blackman with more, along with some unfortunate Bears news.
With one final swing of the bat,
this is going to be a tough play. Bryant, the Cubs win the World Series!
The Cubs do the miraculous. They have been called many things over the last 100 years, but today we can officially say champs. It came in historic fashion as the Cubs battled back from a 3-1 deficit to force a Game 7 that had all the drama a Cubs heart could handle. Cubs first baseman Anthony Rizzo on the same roller coaster as many fans.
Man, Grandpa Rossi, man, he's the man. He's the calming force in our clubhouse. He's seen it all, man. He's been in World Series before, and he's been there before. So I was a bundle of nerves and just kind of went over to him and was just talking just to talk, because that's what you do when you're nervous. Everybody's so jacked up. We felt we could feel the rally starting, and we were just it was really an emotional moment, I think, for all of us. And you know, Rossi's a really good guy to put it all in perspective. No, I've been dreaming of this moment since I was a little kid, and to be holding that piece of history after 108 years, it's an amazing feeling. Yeah.
During our press conference, we asked Rizzo if he believed by the Cubs winning the World Series, it would have an effect on other teams in the Chicagoland area.
Other teams taking cues from us, man. We just go out there and do it, and yeah, we're big sports fans too, man. So you'll see us all over the city at Bulls games and Hawks games, you know, cheering them on just like they support us. So, you know, yeah, hopefully they can pull it off too. That would be amazing.
This is Christopher Blackman with IMS News. Just when you think things couldn't get any worse for the Bears after their 36-10 loss to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers Sunday, it just did. Bears star wide receiver Alshon Jeffries was hit with a 4-game suspension without pay for violating the NFL policy on performance-enhancing substances. In a statement released Monday afternoon, Jeffrey blamed his PEDS violation on taking a supplement that contained an ingredient banned by the NFL's drug policy. Quote, "I want to apologize to my family, the Bears organization, my teammates, and Bears fans. I will work hard to earn back the respect and trust of the Bears nation and look forward to being back on the field," end quote. Bears head coach John Fox expressed his disappointment but remained optimistic with the Bears roster spot opening.
As you guys have heard the news on Alshon, he will be starting today serving a 4-game suspension for PEDs. Obviously, we're very disappointed. I think he's fairly embarrassed about it, but we'll support him and welcome him when he gets back after serving his suspension.
It's not good at all. I mean, it sucks not having, you know, your top weapon on offense. We got to figure out ways to be better, to do better collectively. I don't really think you replace Alshon Jeffrey that easily, so I have to do it as a group.
Jeffrey will be eligible to return to the Bears' active roster on Monday, December 12th, following the team's Week 14 game against the Detroit Lions.
Coming up, Rondell Jones talks to Chicagoans about their different holiday traditions. Stay right where you are.
Hey, you guys hungry?
Yeah. Hey, man, you know a good spot?
Follow me.
We here at Doritos, we handle things in a peaceful and easygoing manner.
Hey, man, didn't I tell you to stay away from my woman? We gonna have problems.
Don't hate the player, hate the game, man.
Hey, you just messing around, ain't gonna hurt. Bruh.
Here at Doritos, we treat all of our employees with the same respect as we would show our family.
Oh, he hit me one more time, man. Wu-Tang.
Professional? Absolutely. We here at Doritos, we can communicate in very understandable ways.
Hey, yo, you got that for me, fam? All right, cool. Hey, you going to the spot later on tonight? Yeah, you know it. Definitely turn up.
Hello, Christopher Black speaking. How may I help you?
We may go back to Wims. I mean, go back to Ike, right?
Count, stand by. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And finally this morning, the holidays are upon us, and our around town expert, Rondell Jones, got a chance to learn Chicagoans' different traditions. Let's see how that went.
Fall is here, and we're approaching the holiday season. Stores are filled, people are shopping, and with Thanksgiving around the corner, let's find out what Chicagoans have to say about their Thanksgiving gathering. What are you most thankful for this year?
This year, I am thankful for my husband. I just got married in September.
I'm most thankful for this year that we have my mom. She had a fire on October the 20th in our family home, and she was able to make it out. So we're really thankful that she's here with us.
I'm most thankful to be alive, first of all, and I'm just more thankful for having my life set up, like going to school, working hard every day, just trying to be successful in this world.
being with family.
We don't have a lot of traditions in my family, but I do always make the same dish. It's called corn souffle, but it's more like a corn pudding, and it's delicious, and so I make that every year.
It's traditions, man. My family come over the house, man. My mom cook this big old dinner, man. We play games, man. We just laugh and we have fun with each other.
Hey, what's your favorite dish?
I have to say macaroni, man. Macaroni of everything, man.
Lots of cakes, incredible turkey, ham. I get the spaghetti mixed up with Christmas and Thanksgiving, but depending on which one it is, spaghetti, macaroni and cheese. And you can't forget the dressing.
Period. Baked chicken, stovetop stuff with cranberry sauce, and macaroni and cheese.
What's your favorite dish?
My favorite dish is fish, man. This is my favorite dish. Like Rakim said, without the money, it's still a wish.
What's the best food?
My mother's.
Your mother? Hey, so which side of your family cooks the best?
I hope my mom and my dad not watching this, but I probably have to say my mom's side.
Kind of throw their foot in it.
Yeah, man. They throw down, man. Grandmas, aunties, mama, man. It's just real nice, man. Real nice.
All right, thanks, Jawan.
All right, nice work out there, Ron. Thank you. That'll do it for us this morning. Thank you for tuning in. Remember, the news never stops on our website, WIMSTV.com. Steve Harvey is up next, and for all of us here at WIMS 5 News, I'm Mike Moore saying, if someone asks you what makes you great, say Chicago.